Start your week by installing your game plan. This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses. This is your development trait. Superstar and Superstar X-Factor players will progress faster over time. You can improve your development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at your position.
Tonight, from that mile.
Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Charles, we take a look here at the 49ers draft class for 2020. You know, not too often you see a Super Bowl team have 2 first-round picks.
You're absolutely right about that because typically...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
This is the tight end fan. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 12. Three-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 20. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Locke working out of the gun. Now Locke, he lost the football to Town. And this is going to be 49er football.
You know, if this is the regular season.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsay. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Been a nice showing here in the first half for this defense. Will that trend continue? Time to find out. Here's the 3rd-year man from Oregon. It's Royce Freeman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. He's got the tight end, Vanette. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Who that? Who that? 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Stepping up, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
We got it. Good job, Steve.
So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime in our first Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So we're in the third quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Perhaps one more stop could do it for this defense. They'll head out here with a 2-score lead in tow in this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Open man is Winfrey. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line. Mike's 5-4.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Driscoll. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Going for it all. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had...
Let's go. Here we go. Shaq. 70 Timberwolves. Hey, watch the ball. Watch it go.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Coleman, the first down and a little extra. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 82. Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Viking 18. Mike,
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Underneath pass here to Van Ness. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. DJ Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Denver, good night, everybody. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left. Start your week by installing your game plan. This is the player card. This is your development trait. Superstar.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium.
Hey, ready? 24, check 24.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going for them.
Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Thomas. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Yeldon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The veteran Andre Roberts was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
And Charles will look there at the Ravens draft class for 2020. And I tell you, for a team picking late in the draft, they came up with a couple of gems in the first few rounds.
They absolutely did, because when you're picking that late, you're not expected to get some of the best quality players in the draft, but they did. Patrick Queen at 28, maybe the top linebacker. And then for some people, J.K. Dobbins at 55 as a running back. A lot of people had him #1 on their boards.
11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Yeldon. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 39, Barkley throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Tight down. There you go.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went. Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Barkley. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Barkley. He sets up the screen to Jones. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing again on 2nd down. Barkley over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw on 3rd down, Barkley. And he finds Tyler Croft. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just... Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action. First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out. So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time. The Bills' 1st down.
Let's go. Man left, man left. Oh, no. 3 down. Oh, no.
On 1st down, Barkley over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. Now Hausch going to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to look deep from... Got a man. It's caught. inside the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Smash, smash. Street, street. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check, 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 check.
Griffin going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. RG3. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Over the middle, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Tonight.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 48. Mike 48. Come on, baby. What you got?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
No!
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Good work, D. That's how we
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd down and 8.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Aaron Jones.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Thomas. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Murray. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone.
Been a nice showing here in the first half for this defense. Will that trend continue? Time to find out.
We got 4. We got 4.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On 2nd down now. It's White, and he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. It's grabbed over the middle by White. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
At the 19-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing